Hello, stamping friends. This is Jenny from Celebrate the Journey, and it's Monday, our regular Facebook Live day. So let's see if we can get the screen going here. I think so. I posted that I was gonna do a couple sneak peeks from the new mini catalog that will come out in January. Now, if you shopped with me in the past 6 months or so, you should get a catalog in the mail. And but if you don't have a current demonstrator and would like to get a catalog, just leave me a message and I will contact you about getting you a catalog. Because I feel sure you're going to like the things that are in the new catalog. And along with that, it's also Celebration, so you certainly want to plan to shop during Celebration. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to share is this right here. Do you see this new desktop? It's a glass mat. It comes with some accessories that I don't have with me right here. A silicone mat and a chamois and a couple other things. And I'm glad it doesn't seem to create a glare on the screen, so I was worried about that. So this is a nice workspace for you. It's a nice hard space that will work fine if you're using red rubber. If you're using photopolymer, then you'll get your mat out that will give it a cushion thing. So that's one sneak peek. This demonstrators can order ahead of time, but if you are not a demonstrator and would like one of these, it can be your, if you buy the starter kit, this can be part of your starter kit for free. So that's a pretty cool item. All right, next sneak peek is there's a suite called Perennial Lavender, I think is what it's called. It's all things purple, but I love how it's mixed with crumb cake. I think the rustic and the purple look good together. So there's several different designs. This has some Queen Anne's lace and little butterflies. This one, I'm going to have a hard time cutting this, but I think we can cut it and make some pretty cards with the front of that. Just some lavender here. I've been playing with this. Look at this pretty one. It's kind of looks like Queen Anne's lace, but it's pink and purple and lavender and shaded pretty peacock. Even shaded spruce, I think, could work with this. Let's see if we could look at all. Oh, here's another. Oh, here's the next one. So this is all lots of purple. A little bit of bubble bath. And let's see what's on the back. Just some neutral designs. Oh, that's very pretty, isn't it? Oh, I like the check. That's pretty. See if we've seen them all. I think that's it. So lots of pretty things with this paper. It also has two stamp sets that coordinate with this. It has perennial postage, and this stamp set has dies that look like postage stamps. So you can die cut them with that. And then the next one is called Painted Lavender. And of course it has dies that cut out the pieces. But you don't have to do cutouts. You can just stamp directly if you don't want to do the die cuts. So there's lots of that. Then the next thing that is in this suite, I guess is what it's called, are these die cut butterflies. And you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sheets of these, all these beautiful die cut butterflies. They're not fragile either. They're nice and sturdy. So I think you will like that. I love these butterflies. We're going to use one today. So I need to make sure I've got the one I want up on the top here. I think I'm going to have to punch these out and put them in an envelope, though, because I don't know how else I'll keep up with them. That is what we're going to do. So we're going to use just one of these stamps for the inside of our card, and we're going to use one of these for the outside of our card. Oh, one other product that I don't think I've shown you before. This is an online special, and it's glimmer paper or shimmer, and it's petal pink, shaded spruce, and I guess this would be gorgeous grape or Highland heather. Isn't it beautiful? I have had it sitting on my desk for weeks and I haven't used it, so I decided today we'll use it. Now this is going to be a simple card, as that's pretty much the way I like to do things. And we're going to use this pretty paper that's the I don't know what, Queen Anne's Lace in Colors. Surely that's got a name. We're going to have to find out the names of the flowers on this paper. Usually Stampin' Up! Tells us. And I'm mounting this on Pretty Peacock. I really think it could work fine on Shaded Spruce too, but I think that's Pretty Peacock to me. Hi, Cindy and Claudia. Thanks for joining us today. See if I can get this glue to come out. Better. I don't want to squeeze too much because then I might have a big mistake, big blob. You know, the glue just does, it gets in there and just kind of dries up in the tube. And we don't need that. Okay, now we're going to mount this on a crumb cake card base, but I want to do my stamping and all before, just in case it doesn't work. You know, sometimes that happens. And I don't want to waste my card. So I've got my foam mat and a piece of grid paper so we don't get ink all over everything. And we're going to use the Gorgeous Grape to stamp our sentiment. And I chose Sending Love and Best Wishes, so this can be a birthday card. I tried pre-stamping this, and I thought Gorgeous Grape would work, but it was not enough contrast. So I'm using Orchid Oasis, but it works fine because it's so many different shades of purple there. And the Bubble Bath is a nice shade too, so that works. That's going to make me happy. So we want to try to get this fairly straight here. When it's got these different kinds of fonts, sometimes I struggle. That's a pretty crooked there. practice. Oh, that's much better. And then we're going to mount this on a piece of Pretty Peacock just to give it a little frame. If you're here today, give me a thumbs up or a comment so I'll know you're watching. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for joining us. There we go. Now we're not going to put that on yet because I want to use some of that pretty glimmer paper. And I want a small scallop, so this is what I'm going to use, is the scalloped frames, but I'm only going to cut that much. So we'll run that through the cut and emboss machine. Get that lined up. Is everybody finished with their Christmas cards, or you have a few more to go? I've got a few more I need to make, maybe today. Now this is going to give us a nice little scallop here, just on the top part. Now we know that you need a little extra adhesive when it's glimmer. Glue doesn't stick well to it, so we're going to use tear and tape. And hope that will stick. And it's also going to be on the card, so it's not going to go anywhere. We want to, let's see, that looks like it'll line up just about right. That bump and that bump. Now we can trim that off. Wonder if I want it down a little closer to my, I think so. Not quite so much showing there. That looks better. When you're cutting glimmer paper in your trimmer, if you will cut it glimmer side down, it won't mess up your blade quite so much. But it will, you know, dull your blade a little bit. But cut it upside down. Now we're ready to put this on our card. And we'll mount that. I usually not quite in the center, but a little more space up at the top. Oh, that's, you know, I am terrible about that, Karen. And then Robert will say, well, where's the inside? Except we call it the guts. He'll say, where are the guts of the card? And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have put it off like that. But that happens. I've been trying to do better to make sure I think we're pretty even there. And now we can put this on our card front. Just look how pretty. You get rustic and glimmer all mixed together. I like that. It's nice juxtaposition or contrast. But this, if you like lavender, this is the paper for you, or purple. I've never been a real purple person, but I do like this one. Now we need one of our butterflies, and I want the butterfly turning this way. But the good thing about these is you can use both sides. So our butterfly now will go here with that side showing. But of course we've got to dress up our butterfly a little bit. And we're going to use bubble bath. And a blending brush. And make him be a pink butterfly. I'm sure there's pink butterflies in the world. Be careful with his little antenna. You don't want to scrub them off. Feels like this might need some re-inking here. Now we've got a kind of pink butterfly, but we've got to give him some highlights. And we'll use fresh freesia for this one. So good that all our colors here mix and match and coordinate. It's just makes it a lot easier. We'll just darken the edges of our butterfly. And of course, you know what's coming next. We got to give him a little sparkle. So he needs some Wink of Stella. This is a new one, so it's real juicy. I have to be careful not to squeeze out too much. Oh, he looks great. Let's see if you can see this sparkle. I think so. That looks really cool. Yeah, I think he's just a little too fragile to worry about putting dimensionals, so I'm just going to glue it directly down. It's not fragile like it's going to rip, but it's pretty small little areas. You would have to cut your dimensionals so tiny that I think just gluing him down will be fine. Even some of the, we'll just soak that up. I've got on purple to match today. That looks pretty, doesn't it? All right, now we've got to do the inside. And I've got Happy Birthday. We'll stamp that with the Orchid Oasis. We don't want to switch colors. And the Happy Birthday is from Go To Greetings, because you know that's one of my go-tos. So we're going to make sure it's on here fairly straight. I think so. I sure struggle with getting things straight. If it's a little crooked, I'll let it go. But a lot crooked, I'm going to take that leaf image from the lavender, and we're just going to stamp it here. Makes it pretty inside. See, I'm not going to put off the inside, Karen. And now this tiny little scrap was left over, so we'll put that down there. And now we'll put this on the inside. Now, I realized there's some bling that goes with this, so we better check that out, too. I'm pretty sure it's called purple something. So we'll look in the bling box. And yep, it's called Purple Fine Shimmer. So that will just add a little more shine. There's like 2 shades. It might be 3 shades of purple when we open it up. Sometimes they have another, well, it's just kind of ombre, isn't it? Kind of like Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, and Berry Burst. That's pretty, isn't it? I think we will go with, I don't know. The dark one. Let's try that. Can't be too off. Oh yeah, that's pretty. And then we'll put one large one. Purple Fine Shimmer Gems. Okay, so we got a couple sneak peeks here. This is Painted Lavender and Perennial Postage and our butterflies. I made one other card with this, and this time I used the shimmer paper and die cut the little foliage. I was looking at it. I think I really would like the stems behind the lavender. I might take care of that. But that's a real simple little card. So lots of things. I didn't want to play with too many of the dies today. I just wanted a nice simple card, and I think this fits the bill. So thanks for joining me today, and get busy on those Christmas cards. That's what I'm going to do this afternoon, and I will see you next time. Bye.